Hello, Business Finance 330 students. This is Professor Hassey. It's Friday morning, February 21st, and this is our first week hybrid video of our class. This is a little bit different for some of us. We have no class this week, thus we have some hybrid or off-campus work to do. One of them mainly is assignment number one, and then some reading and some problems to get prepared for next week's class. By the way, I'm speaking live and in color from our Business Finance Central here in the lovely village of Claremont. So welcome everybody. I just want to go over a couple of things that you need to work on this weekend. And number one, naturally, the priority is our class and what we have going on. And I have submitted attached to this video and also in week number 3 of our Blackboard, I have our agenda for the weekend. This is a hybrid weekend. We're going to be doing assignment number 1. It's due Sunday evening. We talked about that a little bit last week. You're going to be also looking at chapter 5, and these are some problems on pages 154 and 157 of your textbook that I'd like you to look over in preparation for class for next Saturday. Please look those over. Also next Saturday we'll be talking about chapters 6 through 9. Going over those chapters and beginning our discussions of bond and stocks and investment return. As I was just saying, you have assignment number 1 this weekend. Assignment number 1 is on chapters 1 through 4. It represents 10% of your grade. And we went over this again last week. Again, probably the most challenging problems you'll run into is problem number 7, which has to do with reconstructing a financial statements. That should be a challenge. But also problems 9 through 10, where I ask you to find a company from your portfolio, find a profit and loss or income statement, and also look up some data for the last 3 years in regards to the earnings per share. Again, that we talked about getting where to find that work, where to find that information. So that's one of the challenges of your work for assignment number 1 for this weekend. In addition to that assignment 1, I'd like you to look at and prep for next Saturday's class. If you go to your Blackboard to week number 3, in that week number 3, this is a no class week, part of our hybrid study, and it's going to be on the time value of money. Here's our agenda, again, as we've just looked at, and then an introduction to the time value money and the week. And this is the email that I sent you or will send you this Friday morning. Here's a video that describes the time value of money. Here's an explanation of our work, an explanation of the NASDAQ index, which is part of our weekly finance facts, and then some videos explaining the time value of money and the PowerPoint, the highlights of the text to chapter 5, and then some review problems. You don't have to concentrate on the review problems for chapter 6 or 7, but please look at those review problems for chapter 5 for next week. I also post the solutions to those review problems. If you're stuck or need some help, those solutions will help you, and we will review these problems in class. Again, these problems that we review in class represent the assignments and the examinations that you will have in the future. So again, we will have this work for this hybrid week. It's pretty well mapped out for you in Blackboard. If you have any questions or concerns, you feel free to let me know. I will be on the traveling out of town this weekend, but I will have access to my phone, to the computer, to any questions or concerns you might have. Just as a refresher, if you do have questions, you can either post them to the discussion forum in Blackboard that highlights this week number 3, which is in the student discussion forum. You can post questions there. You can also email me questions or concerns, or even text me about questions and concerns. If you text me, please make sure you tell me your name in the text, because I'll just read it as a phone number and I won't know who you are. So please tell me who you are so I can properly give you the answer and understand what you're trying to ask me. All right? Does that make sense? I'm a little punchy this Friday morning. Okay, so there's where we stand for this weekend. It's a hybrid weekend. No class, which I'm sure a lot of you would like, but also it's a weekend where you are responsible for being accountable for doing some new material, doing an assignment, and posting it to Blackboard. So have a great weekend, everybody. This is Professor Hassey in Claremont signing off, and enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you all next Saturday, the 29th. Bye-bye now.